All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kwakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone, rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to those that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. And this video is actually going into TikTok that I had saw where it says the Walt Disney Company had purchased the rights to the Bible. All right. And of course, Esau Edom, he's looking to control every narrative in his favor. And, this is no exception to the rule. He wants to take control of the Bible and pretty much control the narrative. Now, normally you don't really listen to what, these nigga women like her, the purple lips and the big glasses, just, looking through. But what she says in this video is actually correct, and I'm gonna go ahead and play it. But before that, I'm gonna grab a quick scripture. This is Revelation 22:19, and it says, "And if any man shall take away from the words of this book of this prophecy, Yahweh shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from things that are written in this book." Now, of course, this is speaking about Israelites that warp and twist the book, because only Israel can be welcomed into the kingdom of heaven. However, I'm bringing out this precept to show that there's a heavy penalty for tampering with the scriptures. Okay, there's a heavy penalty that's associated with changing and warping the scriptures, and this is something that Esau does. And why does he do this? All right, so let me go to Psalms. I'm going to start at Psalms 15, verse 16, and it says, "But unto the wicked saith Yahweh, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou should taketh my covenant into thy mouth?" What do you have to do with this, man? What are you doing? Why are you messing? Why are you even messing with it? You don't believe in nothing that's being said, so why are you messing with it? Okay? It says, "Seeing that thou hatest instruction, castest my word behind me." So the Lord clearly gave instructions not to change and warp and coerce his book, that he has given to the saints, right? He clearly gave a message and a warning not to tamper with it, and yet the wicked is going to tamper with it. The wicked of our nation and the wicked of Esau, especially these Edomites, they're going to tamper with it. They're going to make it. They're not going to translate it to make it easy, to make it easier to understand. They're going to warp it and make it to where it's more toward what they want you to hear. Just like the slave Bible, how they redacted 930 chapters of the slave Bible, and just took out the parts where, the Israelites knew who they were, how they separated the Apocrypha from the Bible, because the Apocrypha was very condemning. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play this video and just listen to what she has to say, and then we're going to come back to these precepts.
I just read an article about the Disney company buying the rights to the Bible. Yep, the Bible. Check this out. The original intent of the $7.2 billion purchase was to produce this Bible series. However, the story began to thicken when they purchased the rights to the NIV as well as the RSV. You'll never guess what happened next. Matthew 17:21 was completely deleted from both versions. Look, but this kind of demon does not go out except by prayer and fasting. It's not there. It literally skips from 20 to 22 in both versions. This is exactly why it's vitally important to study the word and know it for yourself. If they take it away, you need to know what it says. If they change it, you need to know what it says. Jesus is soon to return. You need to be ready. Watch the video I provided. Come back and follow for more.
All right, so besides what she's talking about, some Jeebus, his name is Yahweh Shai. She's on point because the scriptures even say it. So let's go to the book of Ezekiel. Okay, let's go to the book of Ezekiel. Let's go to chapter 3, and we're gonna go to verse 1, and it says, "Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak to the house of Israel." So the role is talking about the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Understanding these precepts and knowing, so you have to have this in you. So if they take it away, it's in you. They can't take away what's already been put in you. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's important to know these precepts and know these scriptures. So that way, when they do take it away, it's in you. You'll have that to fall on. Okay. This is Isaiah 33 and 6. All right, and we bring this out all the time. All right, so you have to eat the whole row to get this understanding in you. So then that way, when these times come, you'll have this wisdom and knowledge. Okay, you'll be able to say, okay, wrong, 36. It's supposed to be 33. Salakia. All right, so this is Isaiah 33 and 6. And it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time and the strength of our salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So, wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of their time because, and how do you get that? You get that before you get you get the wisdom and knowledge before you get to the point to where you need the stability. All right. You got to get the wisdom and knowledge first. So you got to eat this whole row, by reading, by doing your lessons, by fellowshipping with the brothers. All these things come together to give you that knowledge that you're going to need in order to survive. Okay. Now this devil is going to take these scriptures away, or he's going to change them and warp them and make them something that they're not. Okay. So then as you grow older, so as things move on and time moves past, the things that you were once accustomed to knowing are no longer there. You can't lean on that anymore because it's not valid. It's not accurate. It's not the authorized version, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? They made changes to it, changes that could have been that are beneficial to you, and they took those things out. So you have to get it while you can still get it. Okay, you have to get it while you can still get it, because once it's gone, it's gone. All right, and we're going to get that in the book of Amos. All right, this is Psalms 58 and 3. It says, "The wicked are estranged from the room; they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies." So yeah, Esau, Edom, he's going to speak those lies. He's going to take the scriptures and warp them to something that gives him an advantage over you. Okay, and that's something that the so-called white man is really good at, is taking something that was meant for good and turning it into something evil. Okay, look at food, for instance. This devil has effectively weaponized food by turning food into poison through genetic modification. He has effectively weaponized food. He's effectively weaponized the weather. He's effectively weaponized ownership of property. Okay, he's effectively weaponized women. He's effective in taking things that are natural and warping the order of those things to suit his purpose. You see? So this is why it's so important to eat that whole roll, so you can understand the nature of how things should be, so you won't be able to be deceived. Okay? And with Disney taking out, these certain, and who knows what else they've taken out of that thing. Now I'm just going by what she said, but I'm pretty sure they did take it out. Okay? Now let me go to this article real quick. Okay, I gotta go to the article because I gotta back
it up. Something about the.
Shut up, Candace. So it says Disney buys the rights to the Bible and plans 37 sequels. Now this was published in July 9th of 2018. And it says Burbank, CA Disney is buying intellectual property rights for the Bible, $7.02 billion from its author. Okay, so who's the author? Who is it that you're giving $7.2 billion to be able to purchase the rights to the scriptures so you can have it for your own need? Who is that? Who owns the rights to the scriptures? You see, that's a question within itself. How can you own the rights to the Bible? All right, but they did it. Okay, so let's continue on. In a statement announcing the purchase, Disney said it planned to release a major Bible sequel in 2020. The Christ Awakens, kicking off a big-budget trilogy. The exciting new franchise launch will be followed by around 36 more planned sequels, reboots, remakes, and spin-offs. The company said while some of the stories will follow the overreaching plot of God establishing his kingdom, other stories will be offshoots of characters and words within the Bible narrated narratives such as Shamgar, the story, a judge's story, rise to Habakkuk, Song of Solomon, Gaza heat, dirty job. So they're just all over the place. But as you can see, it's a real deal. These devils really did purchase the rights to certain versions of the Bible. Okay. So it says there hasn't been a new Bible material since around 96 AD. Disney said Disney representative Hank Freeman, we want to bring back all the biblical characters from all the biblical characters people were aching to learn more about like Drocus and Haggai. Freeman said Disney was confident there is an endless amount of pent-up demand. All right. Then it says Disney also stated plans to convert a large portion of existing biblical characters into more underrepresented minorities. For instance, there are already talks about making Moses a mysterious purple-haired. Listen to this. Moses, a mysterious purple-haired woman who is chased by a robotic pharaoh through the dystopian cyberpunk of Egypt. Other conversations have included renaming King David into a woman, Lady David. Listen to this shit. Listen to this. Listen to what these devils plan to do. Lady David. They want to transgenderize the scriptures. Okay, would be this time traveling, sexy alien ninja taking out undead Philistines with her crossbow, said creative executive Amy Robison. While some Christians have their doubts about what the House of Mouse might do to their sacred text, others are more optimistic. Now, when you go to Disney, right? Let's give out that article. We see it's all trash, right? All right, so you have literally 666 hidden in the Disney logo. You see that? You literally have it sitting. So these people are the devil, okay? These people are the devil. All right, so now these devils are going to do what Disney always does with their Pixar films and everything else. They transgenderize certain works to bring in that Queen of Heaven spirit onto the newer generation, okay? So they want to reboot it and have a Lady David. Get the hell up out of here. What? I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous, and the Lord can destroy this place fast enough. All right, so let's go to Daniel 12 and 10. It says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly. And none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. You see, the wicked don't understand the ramifications of what it is that they're doing. They don't understand how destructive it is, or maybe they do, and they're doing it anyway. But nevertheless, they're purposefully putting out the revised wicked version of the scriptures for an agenda. Okay, and it's the same agenda as always. They want to change the creation of what Yahweh Yahushua has created into their own image. All right, so I'm going to bring out this last precept because ultimately this is going to be the end of it. Amos 8 and 11, it says, in the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of famine, nor of thirst, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and this is going to be over the internet because they're going to be looking, and from north to east, and shall run to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. So they're gonna be looking for the looking for those that have the knowledge, because you're not gonna have access to the Bible. The online blue letter gone. Most Bibles are going to be confiscated or taken out of circulation. So the knowledge that you have, like I said, Isaiah 33 and 6, the wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of that time. Okay, you're not going to be able to just go and willy-nilly get this knowledge as you can right now. So this is why it's important to get it now, because soon you're not going to have access to this knowledge anymore. You're not going to have access to the men of the Lord. All right. And with them announcing that they're going to make changes to the Bible, even if you somehow, some way get a copy of the Bible, right, it's not going to be the real deal. It's going to be the watered down, fabricated version that's going to lead a lot of people astray. Okay. And that's exactly what's going down. All right. So I'm going to read that again. And it says, verse 12, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. Okay? So the Lord made it to where his word was readily available in all parts of the earth. So everybody will have access to it. This is why you have the internet. All right? The internet is in the furthest reaches of the earth. Okay? You got people in Ghana. You got people in the poorest parts of Africa with cell phones. So they have the ability to access, the Israelites over there in that part of the world have the ability to access this word, okay? And it's only going to be available for a time. And when that time is over with, you will no longer have access to the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So if it's not in you, it's not going to be in you, all right? And you're going to be stuck with whatever it is that you had, all right? And that day is fastly approaching. As we move closer and closer into wartime, eventually the Bible is going to be taken away because, hey, as we know, our weapons of warfare are not carnal, they're spiritual. And the spiritual weapon that we're using is tearing down this whole world, okay? Not just America, but the whole entire world and bringing forth these prophecies. And that's something that they want to stop, all right? So with that, I pray this was an edifying lesson. I'm going to go ahead and end it off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the elders and the apostle, great millstones, to the next time I say shalom.